Let's call the meeting to order. It's 6:01 here, and it looks like Sally is here, Dick, Marlene, Michelle, and Ann are here at the meeting.
Yes.
With the others with excused absences.
Oh, yes. And we could have the approval of the agenda. Someone like to say that?
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda.
Can I add just a couple things, please?
Sure.
I just, under number 2, if we could just put community conversation about the Thompsonville's Diamond Crossing historical marker.
Okay.
And then on number 3, QSAC.
Okay.
QSAC.
Thank you. Now I'll make a motion to approve the agenda with the 2 additions.
Second.
Okay, it's been approved, motioned and seconded to approve the agenda. Anything else on the agenda for anyone?
Nope.
Okay, then all in favor of the approving the agenda?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? Okay, it looks like the agenda is approved. How about communications, Michelle?
Covered under old business, number 2, and new business number 1.
Okay. And you've all had a chance to, or have read the minutes, or are reading the minutes. Since I wasn't at the last meeting, I can't really make a motion. Well, I can't make a motion anyway, I don't think, but so would anyone like to add or change anything about the minutes?
Move we accept the minutes as presented.
Second.
Okay, is there a motion to approve the minutes?
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah,
Dick made that motion.
Mhm.
Okay, and how about a second?
I second.
Okay. All those, I am, sometimes it's breaking up, guys, so I'm not sure I'm hearing everything correctly.
Is it better if I hold the phone a little bit further away?
Well, I heard you that time. I don't know, just, yeah, try it a little differently and see. Okay, all those in favor of approving the minutes from the last meeting, say aye.
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 Dick, would you like to discuss treasurer's report?
I'm willing to do that, ready to do that.
Yep.
I emailed copies of the financial statements to everybody Sunday, I hope, and I'm going to be commenting on them. Your operating statement, January column is new stuff, new information. Lots of income coming in, the tax payment or tax collections, property tax collections are being sent in, so we're getting income. No unusual expenses. To note, if you go down through the expenses to library materials and ebooks, there's a figure there, which is the annual payment for the, what do you call it?
Overdrive?
Say that again?
Is it the
Overdrive, that's it.
overdrive? Okay.
Yep, that's the overdrive cost for the year. And nothing else of particular note. If you look at the balance sheet, comfortable balances in our checking and savings accounts. Nothing else of note in my book. And you have a check detail report to look at. Those are the bills that are being paid this month, or are being paid this month. So if there aren't any questions, I ask that the reports be accepted and bill payments be authorized.
I'll move to approve the treasurer's report and authorize the bill payment.
I'll
I'll
second.
second. Okay, that's good.
All those in favor of approving the treasurer's report? Say aye.
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 All those opposed? All right. It looks like the treasurer's report is approved. You guys haven't been to a meeting in so long, I forget everything.
You're doing great, Ann.
Yep.
Here it is. Okay, now let's see. Oh, okay, Michelle, how about the librarian's report?
Well, we're staying about the same. We had about 205 folks and in January. Keep thinking that's already February and it's like, where did January go?
Yeah.
Our overdrive is staying pretty steady. We got our January story hour done. We called it January Giggles with the shenanigans of the squirrels. And we'll be working on more online story hours in the next month and following through spring. One thing that we wanted to say is we got our the reminiscence therapy library packs. They're all set and ready to be checked out. I'm gonna try and promoting them a little bit more, see if we can get a little article on the Record Patriot. They did share it on the Betsie or the Betsie Senior Resources page. So maybe doing a little bit more promo, and also with the STEM kits to make folks aware that we have those as well. So kind of a slower month, but we're going to try and gear up for next March is, of course, Read Across America. So we'll be trying to do a Cat in the Hat reading challenge with the kids. So, and that's it for the library report for January.
Okay. All right, we're up to old business, right?
Yes.
All right, and I think the one was I have been re-upped, I guess you could say, by the Cleon Township Board. I talked to Linda Putney about it. So, and then I left a message with you, Michelle. So
Yes.
Thank you for keeping track of those things, because otherwise I don't know if the rest of us would be doing it.
Right.
Well, we just appreciate you serving and thank you for continuing to serve. We very much appreciate it, to all of you.
Yeah, yes, you're welcome. Okay, number 2 is the community conversation. Is it about the Diamond Crossing thing?
Yes, I just real quick, I had emailed the director of the museum, the Benzonia Museum is very interested in creating some outreach to Thompsonville. We'll be working on a couple of programs, hopefully when things start opening back up, once we can get COVID under control. But the one thing is they're creating a community conversation about the Thompsonville's Diamond Crossing historical marker. And I emailed that to the library board and to the Friends. And what they're trying to do is they're providing an update on the negotiations to purchase the depot. The depot that was up in Glen Arbor that used to be here years and years ago, they turned it into art gallery. The lady wants to sell it. And so the folks at the museum have been talking to the village, and I read the draft minutes of the last Village of Thompsonville meeting, and Jean's checking into seeing if the village can purchase it, and they're going to try and with hopes of creating a welcoming center there. So if anybody is interested, I can pass the information along again. That meeting will be a Zoom meeting on Monday at 1:00. And the details were in the email about how to sign into the meeting. So I just thought that was great news. I mean, it would be kind of a coming home. So,
Right.
and we'll see how we can be, if there's anything we can do to help collaborate with that as a library, I think that'd be great. So.
Michelle, they're going to have to move the building from Glen Arbor to Thompsonville? Is that the idea?
Yes.
Okay. Do they have any idea how much that might cost?
Well, they're just into checking in to maybe purchasing the building to start with. And then they would have to kind of talk about the price of moving it from Glen Arbor to set it over by the at the crossing there by the caboose. So
Oh,
I don't know if they've gotten that far yet, Anne, but
okay. Wow, it sounds like a big project, but it's great.
yes.
Did they
So-
work with the Betsie Valley Trail people? That's right at the beginning of the Betsie Valley Trail. They might be interested in some kind of cooperation.
Well, I'll try to pass that along to Barb, that I know Chuck Cross has been really involved with it as well. So I think they're trying to reach out to as many community members just in these talks about, it's a big undertaking, but the more people and more collaborative folks and organizations that they can get to, I think that's why she's trying to have these Zoom meetings to contact as many people. But I will bring, if I get a chance to talk to her, I'll ask her if maybe they've contacted the folks at the Betsie Valley Trail. That's a really good idea, Dick.
Yeah, it is. Well, how about Weldon and Colfax townships? I would think they might be involved. What do you think, Sally? Do you have any
Well,
ideas?
Chuck Kraus is our planning director, and I know he's going, and so is Ron, and so am I. So I'm sure that Weldon will be involved. I can't speak to Colfax.
Makes perfect sense. I mean,
Yeah. Weldon put that marker up that they put up, making that an historical area. So we are really interested in getting that area to do something. So as long as the cost isn't prohibitive.
okay, is there anything else on that?
Nope.
Okay, then how about the QSAC?
We've talked about this in the past, and I just thought we've made a lot of progress on updating our policies. So that's a goal that I was going to try and work on to kind of finish up the essential markers that we have to qualify for essential service. So I just wanted to bring that up, and I'll be working on that from month to month, and hopefully we can get that by the end of the year.
Great. Oh boy. Okay, and that was it for old business. How about new business?
I just wanted to let you know that the Library of Michigan had been talking with the state of Michigan and local health departments to try and see if they could get library staff qualified under essential workers. They're still working on that and talks with that. But they told us just to go ahead and contact the health department and hopefully get on a wait list. So if it becomes feasible, we are on the wait list to get the vaccine. So
Yes, that's an excellent idea.
I just wanted to let you know that I went ahead and signed up the library staff for that.
Did you
Right.
say who is rallying for you? The Mid-Michigan League or the
Well, the Library of Michigan,
library?
they're trying to talk with the state of Michigan authorities to see if we could qualify library staff who are dealing with the public would be considered under the 1B, I think it is, status as essential workers.
Yeah.
So I think they're, we're just getting in line, but they've of course got to get all the frontline healthcare workers, the teachers, and all the folks that are 65 and over first. So we certainly would like them to get them. And I know Lynn is signed up herself. So she contacted her primary care provider that if she's put on that list. But
You said Lynn you're talking about?
yes, because of her age, she would qualify. So she had already contacted her primary care physician about getting on the list to get the vaccine.
Right. Well, I've been on the waiting list since January 18th, and it's the notices I get tell me that it could be several weeks or months before I am going to have the vaccine. So,
yeah. So
You might want to check with Myers, because I have a friend that was on the Betsie list also, and she heard about getting the vaccine at Myers, and she actually has an appointment tomorrow to get it. So they are starting to give it out at the stores.
Okay.
that's a good idea.
Good to know.
Okay, well, there's also, we're probably dealing with at least two different health departments anyway. Betsie, Leelanau, and then District 10, which is Manistee and Wexford and a bunch of other counties. So I think you can get on more than one waiting list, perhaps. It's just that once you get an appointment, you need to get off the other waiting list, I would think.
Yeah.
And that's it. We actually signed up my husband has some health issues, so we signed up through Munson and also the health department. And we've have our vaccine already, and I did cancel the health department. It's real easy to do. They just email them and they take you off the list. They're happy to move it along the best they can.
That's good to know.
Yes, thank you. Okay, are there any points of discussion that we need to have?
I think that's it. We don't have any public comment.
Okay, well, every month I think, gosh, maybe by next month we'll be a little bit back to normal. But as you say, when the weather's bad, I guess this is the better way to do it. So,
Mhm.
At the township, we did get a thing from the state saying that we cannot have an in-person township meeting before April 1st. So I would imagine we'll Zoom again next month here too.
Yes, that applies to, because the protocol is you cannot have a meeting of more than 2 households. So they extended that to library meetings through the end of March as well.
oh, okay.
So hopefully, maybe as the numbers go down, they might change things. But we've got our Zoom.
And maybe it'll be warm by the time we can have it. We'll have it outside.
There we
That'd
go.
be lovely. I'm so
Oh my
waiting for
God.
flowers and 50 degrees.
Yeah. Michelle, I was gonna say, all the work that you did on the COVID protocols that you had to make for the library. Did you see in the paper last week all of the people who had been fined for
Mhm.
not doing that, not teaching their employees about safety and all of those things, like a list of 10 or 12, a lot of construction companies and things. So I was like, well, we're safe.
Good
We
job.
know. Yeah.
Well, we were because we were real lucky that the Library of Michigan, even though there wasn't a set template, they tried to find as many resources, and they really pushed it that as a public library, we had to have that in place so that
Right.
they were looking out for the library boards and staff to make
Mhm.
sure that they had it in place so that we'd have it ready to go. So
Well, you put in a lot of work to make that happen. So thank you. I knew I wasn't going to see us on that list.
you're welcome. Very welcome.
Yeah, it was excellent. And it's still working out that people can either have curbside pickup or that 1 or 2 can be in the library together.
Yeah, so we're, setting it out, and we have little reminders that it's worked out well, that people call ahead and say, is there somebody else, or can I have a set time to use the computer? So everybody has been 100% compliant. I've had a couple folks that'll walk in and went, oh, I forgot my mask.
All right,
So it's working out well.
Good.
good. Okay. Well, anybody else want to chime in about anything?
That covered everything.
Okay, great. All right, would someone like to make a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion that we adjourn this meeting.
Okay, and I'll
Second.
second it.
I'll second.
Who wants to take credit?
That was pretty well covered there.
I can't remember, do we have to vote on this too? Doesn't seem like we do, but
I think, yeah, if you make a motion, you do.
yeah, okay. All in favor?
You have to follow through.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All
Aye.
right, and those opposed? All right, motion to adjourn passes.
At 6:24 p.m.
Marlene was
Wish
just
everybody
saying
a
that.
good night.
Yep, have a good night.
Good
Oh,
night.
Marlene had
Night.
mentioned. Good night, everybody. That had adjourned at 6:24.
Oh, sorry, Michelle. Okay, good job, everybody.
Okay,
Thanks, good to hear your voices.
good to hear
Yeah,
you.
yours too.
Did a wonderful job, Ian. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
All right. Okay, thanks, Michelle. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.